Hey model folk, it's Ian. Welcome to another episode of The Garage. Tonight is Saturday. I know, should be doing something else other than this, but only a week left till Comic-Con, so I gotta get some things done. Just show you really quick what we got going on here tonight. This is a Star Trek III communicator, roddenberry.com, and it's had its second coat of paint applied, and just doing some wet sanding on it, and we'll do another coat here soon. Same with this guy, Star Trek III phaser. There's body top, or body bottom right there. These are going to be fun. I did one of these a few years ago, and I took the electronics from the Diamond Select toy and rewired it with well, the first one I didn't have the accurate LEDs, but this time I have all the right little square LEDs and rectangle LEDs and stuff like that. So rewired it, and it fits in here perfectly. It's almost like they designed it. In fact, if they just made a mold of this, they could pretty much just modify the electronics. There's really all the functions work perfectly for it, so which is kind of cool. I decided to trash my original shuttle bay, completely strip it down, and start over, and now I have these wonderful photo etch parts from Paragraphics, and boy is that cool. Hey, let's check it out in some light. Maybe you can see that, hopefully. Well, you can see a light up. Not focused, but that's okay. Anyway, that's really neat. These ones are all stripped down and primed, light blocked and all that. I discovered something about my impulse engines. Both the LEDs are burned out or something, because I couldn't get them to light up either of them for the impulse engines, so I guess I'll have to get some new ones. I mean, not that it's that hard, just switch out the LEDs. I'm not sure which impulse... I haven't decided which impulse photo etch parts to use. They're both kind of cool. I thought about putting them both in there and giving it kind of a double effect, like those fences that are made like that. So maybe we'll see. It'll be a cool effect. These are just there's nothing I can add to the praise of Paragraphics, so I won't try. But they're awesome. That's all I can say. They're just so cool. Anyway, a little progress on the Stargazer here. It's all kind of together, needs some more paint work. I might repaint it, we'll see. I don't know if I like this color. Seems a little dark, but more detailing work to do. It's a little smudgy right there. Need to go back and fix that. I think I'm gonna order the I think it's JT Graphics, I'm not sure, whoever does the 1/1000 scale Constellation class things, and then I'll have a poll up on my Facebook about what name it should be. So, and I think every single bug in the city is hanging out in the garage, because about 20 minutes ago a swarm just flew in of every different kind of insect you could possibly imagine. So that was interesting. Yeah, these were burned out. They don't look burned out, but or something. I plugged them in, didn't do anything. I even plugged them up to my fancy power supply thing here at the right voltage. Did nothing, both of them. So I don't know what was going on with that. But like I said, not a big deal. It's just an LED. Does anybody know what color it is? What it's supposed to be? Is it supposed to be red? Post a comment on this video if you know what color this is supposed to be. Or I could just go watch a video that has one finished. Let's see. Yeah, I'm building a couple of these for my friend who lives in Kentucky. Sporak, you're the best. He's prop master. I hope to learn from him. Check out his stuff. He's got some cool kits for sale. He's got a casting of a screen-used Romulan disruptor, Hirogen phaser. He did a Kelvin phaser from scratch. He's got all sorts of stuff. Check him out on the Trek Prop Zone or the Replica Prop Forum. His screen name is Sporak. His real name's Bill, and he makes some cool stuff. Ferengi pads, Vader helmets, Cylon helmets. I don't know, he's got a lot of stuff, and it's way cool, so definitely go check him out. He doesn't have a YouTube channel. Well, he does have a YouTube channel, but he doesn't really post stuff, but You can find him under that same name, Sporak. I think it's Sporak1. Send him a message. He can show you what he's got. So, really cool guy. And yeah, so I'm building these for him, and they're going to have all the electronics and fancy thing, lighting and all that. So, fun. There's a tricorder, just for fun. One of my numerous ones. I have like a tricorder fetish. It's probably the creepiest, one of the creepiest things I've ever said on YouTube. Probably not. It's somewhere up there. But I don't know how many of these things I have. This one's kind of a work in progress. In Star Trek Nemesis, they took the medical tricorder that they used on the show in First Contact, and modified it slightly, and they did that with all the tricorders in Nemesis. They're all pretty much the same thing, but it's like they took the same boards and just didn't put as many LEDs or like functions on it. Like usually on the medical one, this is scrolling up and down, this is scrolling this way, these are flashing, this goes up and down. This is a whole bar thing right here, and it goes bzz, 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 and these flash back and forth, yada yada. But for some reason they were just like, oh, whatever, it's in one scene, and you only ever see one of these in the entire movie. Otherwise they got those little pad tricorders. So I guess, yeah, it works. It's a variant. It's something for me to spend money on. So that's pretty cool. I have these custom made by GM Props, and if you're not familiar with him, check it out. GM Props, I think, is his YouTube channel, I think. On eBay, he's either GM Props or Prop000, and he makes kits, electronic kits for these kind of tricorders, the Mark 9, 10, 11s. The pad tricorders, next-gen phasers, all different kinds of next-gen phasers, even the little cricket phasers. And I think he does some other stuff, too, other than Star Trek. He does pads. Cool. Like, they're actually flat, and he fits all lights and functions in them, and you can play with them and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, definitely check him out if you're interested in props. So Stapleton also. He makes really good kits, and they kind of work together to make the electronics fit in his kits. So this is one of his tricorders. So it's like you just get them and put them together, and you've got an awesome screen quality prop. That's all I got for right now. Oh, I forgot one thing. I've got a little progress done on the Nova helmet here, and used some filler primer, because it had all these little pinholes in it, and it still has all these pinholes in it, so I gotta fix that. I'm fixing that big mold seam. We got the paint for it and all that stuff, so really cool kit. I'm so excited. And what else? That is all I have for right now, but hopefully we'll be back in a few minutes with some more cool stuff. So thanks for watching. Well, we're back tonight. Got these guys all painted up, and can't believe how shiny they turned out. Check that out. And they're completely dry too. It's like the shiniest thing I've ever painted. And no gloss coat yet. But how I did this was, let's see, I wet sanded. Started with 1000, I went up to 1200. You seeing that? 12, and then kind of jumped up with what I had available that I could find. 2000, then I went up to 4000, and finally I topped it all off with 12,000 grit sandpaper. So that's why these guys are so shiny, and hopefully it'll, you know, look really good like that. I'll probably do just a little more wet sanding on this before I call it good, and probably put a automotive gloss coat on it just to make sure it stays that cool. A little progress on my 2500 Klingon Battle Cruiser. I don't know what it is with this seam. I just cannot get it to go away. If you can see that on the camera, but that piece just will not. It doesn't want to work for some reason. So, but each coat and each filling gets it a little more flush. So I was thinking these look good on camera, but in person they just look too orange. So I went ahead and made up an amber color. that it says to do in the directions for the clear pieces, so hopefully those will work. These ones already clipped off, so I re-glued them to a sprue for painting purposes. And I also discovered, and they say this in the blog, but if you're not aware of this, this is a good thing to note. These don't fit down all the way unless you grind them down just a tiny bit. Let's see. Before and after. Let's see if you can see that on the camera. Yeah. This isn't really working out. Can you make that out? Anyway, the orange one is cut down and the red one's still up there. So they like push against the LEDs and the Bussard caps won't fit on all the way. So something to look out for. You really have to do it with all of them if you're putting the LEDs in. So it kind of sucks, but it's not that hard. You just put your file down and grind them down, or take a sanding thing, or I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, you know what to do. Let's see. Sanded this guy down a bit. Realized I needed to grind these things down too, and that's where the little flaps go on these. On the ILM prototype, it actually had these little recharge ports, and that's what's cool about this kit. You can make it either way, but I need to put the little plastic trapezoid things on there. And that's pretty much it. If you want to go ahead, I've got a bunch of pictures on my Facebook. You can go check it out. I should have a link on there or something of all the stuff that I'm not mentioning. Put those in there. I thought about lighting the nacelles, but I don't know. It wouldn't look right, and I might do that for another one and have it like a button that would turn them on and off, but since it wasn't on the real studio model. But I guess since the impulse engines didn't light up on the real studio model either, so at least I don't think they did. They do in the remastered version, but oh well. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much all I got for tonight. Probably have some more photos to upload, but that's pretty much all I got. So thanks for watching, and keep on trekking. Alright guys, well, all this masking just to paint those three little things. They have to have those things. Well, I don't know, I guess they're kind of cool, and they probably held the nacelle caps on the real one. Over here, you can see the new amber clear thingies in there, as opposed to the orange ones. And it actually looks better. I'll come back here in a minute and show you what it looks like. Yeet. Well, hey model folk. I just wanted to show this real quick and do a quick unboxing of something we snagged off eBay. Courtesy of Josh. In a fair exchange, I would say. I'll leave it in suspense as to what it is. But I talked about it earlier. Here we go. Oh, they shipped me a box. Cool. In a box. And another box. Also in a box. But let's start with this first box. Because I've always wanted a box. Especially a UPS Priority Mail large shipping box. So these I was pretty excited about finding on eBay, and we got them for an actually really good price. I couldn't believe it. The kit alone was 40. I mean, for what the main thing in here is 40 bucks, so getting the extras with it are even better. Ooh, what do we got there? You guys know what that is. It's Reliant. And it's the old Reliant too. I haven't done an old Reliant before. Got all the little grid things in there too. It's cool. But the best part is what's in this box. So we got the Sci-Fi Minis Spaceship set. It's a Vaccuform of Saratoga. And I've never seen anyone unbox this on YouTube, so let's check it out. Alright, so So it looks like we got the rest of the Reliant parts. We'll panels and stuff. Pretty cool. I would hope they would include those. And then we got some instructions here that tells how to install the little sensor pod things. And then some cool pictures of the studio model, which is nice. And here we got a nice little ortho view of it. And then we got another view, looks like a resin kit parts, even though I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be Vaccuform. And let's see, when was this newspaper printed? Oh, July 16th, 1995. Birth of the Bomb. Fascinating. Sweet. So here's what looks like we got the official directions from Sci-Fi Spaceship Minis. It's got a parts list and everything. And here's the golden gem of this whole set. Vaccuform parts, the most terrifying thing on the planet. But I endeavor to make them awesome. So, yeah, these are the parts, and I've done one vacuum-formed thing, but it was with thicker plastic than this, so it should be interesting. I mean, it's intimidating, I'll admit that, but I think it's definitely doable, just with a lot of care and detailed attentiveness towards it. Yeah, that's the Saratoga. And our newspaper from 1995. So it looks like the seller just added all this stuff, because I assume this is just stuff that came with the kit, and this is probably the original box from the kit and the original packaging. So, pretty cool. Use this guy. Let's check out number 2. Now, number 2 is even more exciting, yet probably more terrifying. Pull tab to open, or pull tab and just rip apart. I guess the seller probably just packed these up in these because he assumed he was going to ship them individually. He didn't know some jerk was going to buy both of them. He'd have to use an even bigger box. Alrighty. Another Reliant. That's good, that's good. That's very helpful. Make sure we have one of those. And this is pretty right there. So, number 2, yes, the Soyuz. Or USS Bozeman. Oh, that's interesting. Requires purchase of USS Avenger kit. This must be made before they decided it was called Miranda class. Alright. And the AMT classic version of the Reliant. Oh, it even comes with decals that look like they're about to shred. There's all the other pieces. Most of the other pieces. Oh boy. Yep. Those will be useful decals. Thank God it's not called the Reliant. Spaceship parts. Warp engines. And we got some directions. And here's the parts. Cool. Boy, that is a massive bridge section. Jeez. This right here. It's cool. Oh, we can order engraved nameplates. Back in 1995. I assume this is just regular stone. That's in here. Cool. So yeah, that's these guys. So I'm definitely looking forward to building these up, or terrified and looking forward to at the same time. but less to say. These should be fun, and of course terrifying. And they're made by Sci-Fi Spaceship Miniatures, who also we bid on a Stargazer, but missed out on that one, which was also Vaccuform. But this company made a lot of cool stuff from what I've been able to find doing my research. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for these guys. It did look like in the auction picks they were supposed to come with some JT Graphics decals, so I'll have to scour through the boxes and see if there's some in there somewhere. But yeah, so check these out this summer. Hopefully we're going to have some fun with it. You got to finish the Enterprise first, of course, and a couple other things. So thanks so much for watching, and take care, and keep on trekking.